This is ONSCENE. I'm your host, Tom Honeybone, outside Radioactive. We're about to do an interview. Yeah.
No key.
You're like really close. Your face.
Looked at the jokes right now. What? The basis of this. Video ahead. The drive shaft. The draw arm. Is that happening right now?
Yeah.
He said hello. He said hello, come in.
Oh, hi!
Hello everybody, I am here with ONSCENE right now.
Yo.
And they are passing on the inside scoop of Te Whanganui Atara's music scene via YouTube and Instagram. And if you aren't already familiar with these guys, they're made up of Tom Honeybone and is it Louis Nixon?
Yep, that's the one.
Amazing. You guys have been doing this starting this year, correct?
Yeah.
How did you get into it and what inspired? How do you see ONSCENE changing with the times ahead?
Well, Thom came up with the idea
Initially.
initially.
Oh my gosh, did I say your name wrong?
Oh, no.
I say Thom. It's
Oh.
Tom. It's obviously Tom. I don't know why I just say Thom. Okay, Tom came up with the idea, so I think Tom should answer this.
Okay. I can't really say it was like a crazy original idea that like came out of nothing. I was like, wow, because there's so much of that kind of like man on the street content, and I just saw that kind of stuff and I was like, oh, why is no one doing this for Wellington? So yeah, I just thought I'd give it a go, and I don't know, I've just wanted to have some kind of hustle, some kind of like side thing to do that like is in the same lane as like the kind of career path I want to have.
Yeah.
That was the kind of idea, and we're always making videos and films and stuff, but it's so hard to monetize that. So
Yeah, I feel for you in that regard, but I totally respect wanting to sort of like start creating things, making a name for yourself, as well as like giving back to the community in the same hand. It's like incredibly admirable, and I'm like so glad that you guys are doing it.
yeah, I mean, we both go to gigs like every weekend anyway, so it was like, oh, why don't we do something at the same time? So it doesn't, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a bit of a challenge, you know?
Yeah.
Like every week, that was the challenge, every week. Also, I felt like, because we make like movies, experimental movies, stuff like that, but it is missing something. This is something that's like real. I don't know. I guess it's like our foray into like factual
Yeah.
stuff.
And like journalism and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is like, I think it's a great way to give yourself a scope of filmmaking and all that sort of
Yeah,
stuff. You know,
definitely,
you're
definitely.
like going in different pools and trying out new stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Something I really admire about the format that you guys utilize in your interviews is striking a balance between formal journalism and just like nice and cash convo. It's a very Kiwi approach to interviewing, and I'm curious to know how you guys prep for each outing.
For each outing, I mean, for me, I just charge the batteries and clear the SD cards, and that's about it. Tom is more on the like picking the gigs and who we should talk to and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. Picking the gigs, it's usually just like a gig I'd want to go see. But like the types of stuff we take into consideration are like, what does this mean for like the Wellington scene in general? Like, that's the main thing, I guess, is that this event that I've chosen like is a representation of the Wellington scene. That's usually how I go about it.
Totally.
And then who to interview? I don't really plan that. I'll have like, if there's a lineup of DJs, I'll be like, oh, I know of this person, and I've seen a lot of sets of them. I want to talk to them. But honestly, it's mostly on the day, just going up to people and asking. Like we've tried to like try scheduling things a few times, and that usually works if it's like the organizer or something. But it's usually just going up to DJs after their set, like, that was an awesome set, bro. Would you like to do a interview and talk about it?
Spontaneity, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is so about that. Like we can't really expect to talk to everyone who we want to and stuff like that. It is just kind of like a hustle of like, yo, quickly, like it's just like 1 minute, one question.
Yeah,
I usually just say like one question, but it's always like it's always more than one question. Yeah.
And as you should. I actually had a bit of a spicy question. You guys often ask the people you interview what they think of the Wellington music scene. And in my opinion, it could certainly use some improvement. And I'd love to know your take on this. In an on-scene world, what are some ways you'd like to build upon the scene and see more from within it?
I don't know. So with the I think we need to get better question game.
I just write them in my notes like on the day.
Yeah, I think we need to I don't know. For me, another thing about the whole on-scene idea is it's just like a slow improvement. Like we don't really know. I don't really know where it's gonna go. But as long as we do it every week, there's always something like different or better, I guess. Every
Iteration.
week. Yeah, it's iteration.
Yeah.
So I think it's just an iterative process, and I personally don't really know where it's going to end up.
And like talking more about the grander, like outside of on scene, like obviously you guys are covering the music scene, but like, I guess what I'm trying to tackle here is you guys have come into this trying to spotlight it, right?
Yeah.
Trying to create more of a platform, which is amazing. And I think myself and I'm sure many other people would agree that it's not in the best spot right now. And I'd love to know what you guys would like to see more of and, that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. So actually in the Wellington scene.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know, because this is kind of like what we're trying to figure out. And it does seem like whenever we ask anyone, they are just like, yeah, it's great. Everything's getting better and better over time and everything's so good. And the main downside that people talk about is like economical.
Yeah,
It's like, it's about the economy and
funding and all that sort of stuff.
It's just about money, you know. I think since we can't control that, what's left is something really good, the community, and everyone talks very highly about the community.
Totally.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think with the money thing, I think we have to just, I don't know.
Keep doing what you're doing, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like with the project that you guys have got going on, and I'd hope that it shows that this is something worth fighting for, and it's something worth platforming and advocating for and giving more money towards and all that sort of stuff, you know?
Totally.
It shows that people care.
Totally.
I think the thing is like a lack of, even in like what we're trying to do with film and media and stuff, it just feels like a lack of industry. Like it doesn't feel like there's big record labels that are funding like local gigs and like local artists, and for us it doesn't feel like there's local film groups that are looking to get new people to make films and stuff like that. So that is another place of where the show really came from, is just feeling like disillusioned with this idea of getting into the industry, because it just doesn't feel like it's there. Like I have so many friends who have just finished their degree in like film and music and stuff, and they're all either like, I don't know, on the benefit doing their stuff or like working some crappy service job that's just like depressing. So for me it just felt like I needed something to do that seemed like it was pointing in a direction of a career, I guess. And
I totally I'm in that position myself, you know, as I'm sure, like you've just said, so many of us are. And as I've been saying throughout this entire interview, like, I think that with the help of people like you guys, I'd hope that through that advocation and advocacy, it, you know, creates more buzz and creates more excitement and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
that
would be awesome.
Ideal outcome, yeah. Totally.
So I had also a bit of a nerdy question about film sort of stuff. I really love the way that you guys edit your videos and like mash and compile together different fidelities and stuff like that. I think it's a really, really striking style and gives your content a super distinct look. Tell me about your influences in the side of on the film side of ONSCENE.
David Lynch.
yeah, David Lynch.
Rest in peace to a legend.
R.I.P.
I mean,
film side of stuff, but
we have like our whole cinematic thing.
Yeah.
And that's like it's pretty Lynchian, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But for ONSCENE itself, I do think it's. I mean, there's people like Channel 5,
yeah, I think Channel 5 is probably...
Department of Information.
Shout out Department of Information.
Yeah, they
Hell
rip it
yeah.
up. But for us, I mean, for me personally, I'm usually just carrying 2 cameras. I just wanted it to be like easy,
Yeah.
just like one little camera, and but I did want to have, because I'm just always been into like cool tape camera things.
Yeah.
And I got this really cool one.
Who's
VX1.
filming us there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I got the VX1000, and I bring that around, and some people know it, and they're like, "Oh, the VX1000." and
That's
then
crazy cool.
and then I film it, and it's just fun. I'm running out of tapes though.
Oh.
If anyone has mini
Sponsor us.
DV tapes, sell me mini DV tapes.
Perfect place to plug the Instagram so that they can get in touch with you guys.
Yeah, okay. ONSCENE_NZ. It's quite hard to find. It comes up with car crashes.
Yeah, on YouTube, if
yeah.
you search up ONSCENE, it's just like car crash.
Oh my
ONSCENE,
gosh.
one
I
word.
didn't really think about that when I made the name.
_NZ. I need mini DV tapes. Sell them to me.
So we got to support the business, guys. We got to support it in the hustle. But yeah, I'm just looking at some of your videos and the way that you film it and the way that it all comes together and the visual look is like, it's delicious. I think
Thank
it's
you.
so cool and super striking. Okay, last couple of questions, super easy ones. What have been some of your favorite shows in the past year and why?
Start Today Fest.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was like nothing else I've
Yeah.
been to.
That
It
was
so awesome. Because I mean, it was just like I don't know. There's no drinking or drugs, which seems like such a big thing for the scene.
Yeah, and it was like it was like
But-
sunny outside. Like you'd come outside in between, and it'd be like a bright day, midday. You know, it's just crazy.
And then you go inside and it's just like,
like-
a full stage and people doing karate kicks and stuff. It was a real workout. Like
It was scary. I was like scared. Watching videos, I'm like, yeah, I'll get in there, whatever. Like I've moshed before at like a darts gig, but it's not like that at all. It's
my
like
God.
it's different. And I was doing it wrong and stuff. And if you do it wrong, you like fall over. But if you do it right, you don't fall over.
How did you like manage that with all the equipment?
we just
I just don't. Yeah, I just don't really like have much of a high regard. Like I feel like it's what I'm capturing is just more important. We had a GoPro. We put it on people's heads as a head mount GoPro,
Oh my gosh.
and it was so good. We put it on some guy's head, and then he ran onto the stage and did a front flip off the stage onto the wooden floor. Like didn't even land it. we put it on people, and they would like cry, like
Big Ferg.
yeah, big. We put it on Big Ferg, and he like did like a stage dive. There's like signs saying like yes, stage dives, like do stage dive.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's the main thing that I really took away from Start Today is like that there's a real culture to hardcore. Like there's certain dances you do at certain times, and there's like a structure to the mosh. Like
Yeah.
there's like the semicircle at the front, which is like a stage where you like just go up and do
Yeah, the
your
horseshoe.
karate kick moves.
Yeah. The horseshoe is like the shape of everyone kind of clearing a big space in the middle. It makes it way more brutal because you can come at other people with like velocity because you've got
You
like
can run at
space to like go at people and stuff. And there's like if you're standing on the outside edge, it's like people can just come up and like run and smash into you and kick you. Like that's just fine. You've got to accept that. There's just it's cool. There's like a language.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, it's a language. Like
It's a language.
When you hear the 2-step beat, everyone goes in and does the 2-step, and then
Yeah, these are all
breaks
things that we
down.
learn. We should probably like put these into our videos, like
Video
the
essay
stuff that we
moment.
learn. Yeah, because these are
Yeah.
things that we learned that we didn't put in the video. Anyway,
Yeah, that was. I'd like know nothing about the hardcore scene, so that's like insane. Learning about the culture of it and
It's awesome.
and whatnot. What gigs and events are you looking forward to covering in the near future?
we haven't really planned anything out.
yeah,
You just wing it.
Yeah,
it
that's-
is literally just like
the image comes out, look at the image,
yeah.
just pick whichever's the dopest.
Yeah, we do like to do like underground gigs, and
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of the time, they don't have like a massively early date that they're putting out.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like, oh, it's coming up. Let's go.
Yeah. Get what you mean.
But I don't know anything that like Glitz Club does.
Yeah,
Probably another Start Today thing.
yeah. I think they have.
And we also we need to do something with Froth, and we need to do something with like Rhythm Output stuff like
Yeah.
that. We need to get into that as well. That's a whole other side that we haven't even looked at yet.
Hell yeah. And finally, you guys covered Record Store Day.
Yeah.
I believe that was the last one that you guys did, right?
Yeah.
And I'd love to know if you guys picked anything up or what you hoped to find but missed out on.
I didn't get anything, but Louis did.
What do you mean?
I didn't pick anything up at Record Store Day.
Oh, what did we pick up? Like
yeah,
literally
what did you
Yeah.
buy?
Oh, I just bought a bunch of like random like songs, like 1 or 2 songs on a disc. They're like full size, but they're like, I don't know.
You got the NZ drum and bass.
Is that thing just making mad noises?
Yeah, the tape camera's
Sorry, the
making
tape camera's
weird
making
noises.
crazy noises. I got like some drum and bass. I got some jungle. I got what else did I get?
LPs.
Yeah, all LPs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drum and bass. So yeah, some New Zealand drum and bass, jungle, like a Fortet remix.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Nice.
And then some crazy ambient. These 2 ambient ones that are just like stuff you've never heard.
Wow.
Like really chill.
Amazing, amazing. Hey, well, thanks for coming on. It was such a joy to talk to you guys and to, tell people about the work that you guys are doing.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope you have an amazing rest of your evening and big kudos.
Awesome.
Big love to what you're doing.
Yeah, love the support.
Yeah, love Radioactive.
Yeah,
We've-
being interviewed. The interviewers being interviewed.
How did it feel? How was the experience?
It was alright. Like, I don't know. I feel like I feel like I have a little bit more sympathy for our subjects.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we just kind of ambush people. We do have a little, like, pre-interview thing we do. We talk to people like, yo, this is what we're
Yeah.
going to say.
Yeah.
We didn't
That's-
used to, though.
Yeah, that's one thing we figured out is like you gotta have a conversation first instead of just going.
I used to
up and
just
being
roll and,
yeah,
like,
just bring up.
I'd roll and then go talk to them.
yeah,
No, I can see how that would be a little intimidating.
a little bit. Yeah.
Well, yeah. ONSCENE, check them out at @ONSCENE_NZ on Instagram. They're also posting up on YouTube. Thanks again, guys. And we'll be back very soon with the activity guide.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.